Yes, guys, welcome to another episode of the podcast. And today we have a treat. We have a client of mine, Trevor, who's just completed our 8 week summer shredding program and is now a part of our main program as well. Trevor, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Yeah. I mean, you said great episode. What? No, no, not me. No, it's good to speak to you again.
Top man, top man. So, dude, what initially brought you on board with myself before we went through the 8 week summer shredding program?
Yeah, it's a bit of a long-winded story, but I'll keep it as short as possible. I waited until my late 40s. I was couch potato, over 20 stone, all that sort of stuff. And then about, what was it, 7 or 8 years ago, I sort of got into fitness and went absolutely batshit crazy with it. I was doing stupid amount of sessions a week. I got myself qualified as a PT, doing ultra marathons, all sort of mad stuff. And then COVID got in the way, injury got in the way, and I just sort of fell off the fitness wagon, I guess, and just lost interest. I don't mind admitting I fell into quite a bit of depression. Um, and I just got to a point I needed to get back into it. And I sort of seen you on Instagram, and I just like the way you did stuff. I like your whole outlook, a real holistic approach, which is unusual to find. It's normally I find a lot of PTs are quite narrow-minded and they just sort of focus on one area. And to get the whole thing, it was just it appealed to me. And then we just started chatting, and I just liked it. I just think we clicked and gelled, and a lot of things hit home. I think I've been trying to think about this recently. The biggest thing is you listen and you understand. Your empathy levels are very high. You just get real life. And I think that's what made the difference for me. I'm not going to have someone that's just going to sort of tut at me if I don't keep up with things. You delve into it. You find out what's going on, why it's going on. And then an extension from that is your coping mechanisms that you come out with, your videos. It's just everything's there. And yeah, it's it's the best package I've ever come across. It really is. So yeah, there's lots that I could go on for hours, but it's the whole package, and you get life. I don't know how, because you're like less than half my age, but you do get life.
Love it, man. Love
Yeah.
it. Dude, thank you so much for that. I really, really do appreciate it. That really does mean a lot. And I think one thing I'll add into there as to why we get on so well is we both love the word cunt. Uh,
Oh. Well,
so,
yeah, I mean, my dad always said to me, you could be whatever you want in life. So I decided to be a proper cunt, and I'm nailing it.
that's going to make an amazing clip for social media.
But it,
I
it,
love it.
I think people take life too seriously, and you've got to rein that in, and just let it go. You know, life is tough. Let shit go.
I agree, man. Like, I can't remember who I was talking to about this the other day, but we get one crack of the whip in this life. Just one. Enjoy it. Don't hold on to negative shit. Enjoy your life. Have fun. Let go of shit and go after the things that you want to go after. Do you know what I mean? So, talk to me then about. Let's go through what the goal was initially and then talk about the differences in the approach that you'd taken beforehand and what we did this time around. So, run me through it, man.
Yeah, I think part of doing ultra marathons sort of early on, which I highly do not recommend. They suck. But I do enjoy being out on trails and that sort of thing. And I've sort of, I work a job where I'm on my knees a lot, and I've running in and doing the job I do doesn't really gel very well. So I've just reined it all in, slowed down, go back to sort of walking long distance. I enjoy that, but I had lost the interest. I wanted to sort of help someone to help me get back that love and get me literally back on the right path. Um, which is what I wanted to do. and I had sort of put a little bit of weight back on, so I wanted help with that, just to sort of rein it in. Um, I suppose accountability was what I was looking for, because that worked for me before. We had sort of Facebook groups and that, where I'd always put stuff in with what I did before. I enjoyed that. Uh, and now I've got that back again. I mean, I know it's on our WhatsApp groups that we use, but I like that. You can talk to other people who are on the same journey. And if I do something that I'm proud of, I can tell other people and they're like excited for me. And that, I love all that shit. It's really good. You know, it's other people that are on similar journeys. All got different goals, but it doesn't matter. We're all on the same journey. So that's what I needed. I needed sort of literally putting back on the path and help me sort of rediscover what I enjoyed about sort of getting fit and being fit. And just, you know, being thrown a few sessions to do wasn't enough for me. I needed more. Um, and someone I can speak to like yourself on a regular basis, and just, you're very good at picking up those little cues, little things, and you know when things aren't quite gelling, and you'll challenge me on it, and I do need to be challenged. I think people don't realize that if you're challenged, but not in an aggressive way, not in an accusing way. It's more, you help me work out my own problems. You help me sort of pick the boxes apart and get in there, find out what's going on. That's what I like. And that's tough to do, but it's, you know, make you look at yourself. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, that's what I love. Help me sort my own problems out, which is, yeah, kind of
I
cool.
love
That's one of
this.
the best parts of it.
Good, good. Some people probably think, fuck me, this annoying little blonde cunt is asking me even more questions. But something I've picked up from mentorships or like coaching programs that I've been on is the brain that contains the problem always contains the solution. Because the thing is, if I just tell you, go and do this, right, then you or someone else is going to think, well, it's easy for him because this is what he does, this is his life. Whereas when you come up with a solution yourself, it's like, fuck yeah, I actually can go and do that. That would really, really help me right now. And then you go and do it, and it's like, shit, okay, sick. What's that next step to get me to the next destination? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing I got from you, we to and fro quite a few times over several months. And it was eventually looking at your videos, and I just sat down one day and said to myself, shit, I've got to do it. Nobody's going to do this for me. I've got to do it. I've got to get off my fucking ass, stop being a shit cunt and be a proper cunt and get out and do it. And that was what it was. I just, that one day, it's just everything switched on. It was like, that's when you introduced me with the 8-week program. And I looked at it, I thought, that's what I need. That's it. This is going to work for me. You know, I've, get off your ass, Trev, do it. But I've got you with me all the way. And that's what helps. And on the down days, you know, you you're not the sort of person to give me a cuddle and go there. You know, it'll all be all right. But you'll help me work through whatever's going on. Doesn't matter what it is. And you know, I can talk to you about anything, which is weird but really cool. And it's probably better we do it mostly like this, because you know we have met, and you know you need a stool really to talk to me, don't you?
That's making me out like I'm dead short. I'm reasonably sized. Trevor could spare us a couple inches.
Be careful you say that too. But yeah, I'm
Oh,
just short of 6'7" by a tiny fraction. So yeah, I'm not exceptionally tall, but I'm yeah, I'm up there.
I'm a solid 5'10", so for me, we could chop you down to 6'4" to get me above 6 foot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose in that respect, yeah, a couple of inches would suit you well from me, wouldn't it?
It would. It would. I think
But
it's really cool what you said there around the how the challenge and support actually goes, right? Because for me, challenge and bringing you to your own realizations is compassion, right? There's no like if I just put my arm around your shoulder and go everything's going to be all right, then you don't move forward. You just go thanks, mate. But
Yeah,
there's no actual solution there. Rather, like when it comes to yeah, this situation does fucking suck. It really does. But here's how we're currently responding. What's this bringing us? And what can we learn from this? And what can we do to go forwards? And that's how you get out of being stuck in a hole, because it's that coming from a place of understanding, but you don't want to stay in this hole, do you? So how do we get out together? Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
And the way you've gone about it with me is it's nothing's ever there's not never too big an ask. It's not like, well, you've got to do all this right now. We can just chip away at it. And I think it's something I learnt from my first PT, a little saying of his, it's small hinges swing big doors. And I've stuck by that. And it's what you do. It's just those little
Mm-hmm.
changes all the time. And it's just another step forward, another step forward. Um, and that's what I like. I think if you overwhelm people and you've got to do all this and you've got to do it all this week, it's never going to happen. You've got to just chip away.
The thing is, right? What I do this in my own life as well. I always aim to be very good, but not perfect. Right? If you have a perfect week, cool. Right? But very good is you can do that day in, day out, and some days are just going to be okay. Some days are just going to be a step forward, but okay is still better than going backwards. Do you know what I mean? And it all moves in the same direction rather than fuck it, we're just going to sack all of this off and do none of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what's this say now? I think we're reconnecting, apparently. I can still hear you,
I
though.
can still hear you. Me too. I know that the sometimes the camera quality goes a bit shit on here whilst it's sort of uploading, but then when it's uploaded, it'll be sweet. So all good, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
okay,
I think we're
so
back again to normal.
sweet. So talk to me then, dude, around what the initial goal was for us. Where it was to get you back on track, get you back enjoying fitness. But what were the things you actually wanted to achieve?
Well, as I said to you, I want to get back out on the trails and get some distance walking. But I obviously wanted to shave a bit of weight off. But also something I've never really focused on before in the past with my fitness journey is sort of actually building a little bit of muscle. Nothing silly. I don't want to get into bodybuilding. It doesn't interest me. I'm the wrong body type for it anyway. But I just wanted to build a bit of shape and a bit more focus, proper sort of, um, yeah, just real focus and doing the right things. It's not something, even though I became qualified as a PT, it's not something I learnt a lot about of muscle building. I was more into group sessions, circuit training, boot camps, all that sort of thing. So it's something I didn't know a huge amount about. And I've seen from your stuff, you've obviously got a fair bit of knowledge of it. I know you did a little bit of bodybuilding yourself, but you're not on it 24/7. So I thought, great, I don't want someone that's all they think about. So you come across, as I said before, with the holistic approach, but also you do have a good knowledge of bodybuilding and building some muscle, and that's what I needed help with, and that's what you threw at me sort of very quickly, and it's like, this is different, and this is working. It hurts, but it works. Yeah,
Top man.
it was gaining knowledge in that side of things, the resistance work in the gym. Um, I thought I had a good background in it, but I've learnt so much from what you've taught me with it, and that's where I want to go. Yeah, it's getting back out on the trails, getting some distance walking, and just building a little bit of muscle, look a bit leaner, a bit tidier. Be the granddad to my several grandchildren that can run around and be there for them. That's always been a big thing of mine. I want to be able to run around with them. I mean, I look at my own kids and they're lazy bastards who do. They, they're always tired, and I don't want to be that person.
The thing here is you look at what everybody else does, and the answer is usually do the opposite, right? It's do the opposite of what everybody else does, and you'll probably do very, very well. But mate, those are some really, really cool cool reasons as to why you want to do what you want to do. Like being able to, obviously you're a dog lover as well. Be there with the doggo, with the grandkids, and none of it be too much. Do you know what I mean? And you be able to enjoy it as well. So talk to me then.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are we up to in this current journey? What have we achieved so far?
Well, the 8 week shred basically all but dropped a stone off of me, which was really cool. Um, I certainly feel a bit, I can see a little bit of shape coming. We've done a few of the sort of weekly pictures, and I know over 1 week, it just the change just over 1 week was massive, and it's like I'm liking to see this. This is what I want to see. Just change my shape a bit. Um, and now I've seen it and it's working. I'm like, right, I'm ready to let's really nail this down now. Let's go for it. Not just a set 8 weeks. Let's make this a long-term plan and make it a a regular lifestyle. I mean, your whole program, aesthetic lifestyle. That's what I want. I want the lifestyle that you sort of teach, if you like, or you help me discover for myself. It's not your lifestyle I want, but I want this better lifestyle for me. I just want to work on that more now, and just sort of stay on the wagon, shall we say, with fitness. Not lose the old habits, the old sort of snacking habits for comfort eating. I mean, I think that's a very common thing. Um, and I want the happier, healthier lifestyle. I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to sit on my ass every evening doing nothing. I want to get home and perhaps have some dinner and then just say, "Oh, it's a nice evening. Let's go for a walk. Let's do it." If nobody wants to go, I'll just go myself anyway. Um, can't say the dog will always want to come. He's a lurcher. He's a lazy twat.
They love to sleep, don't they?
Lurchers especially. I mean, people say, "Oh, that's a really fast dog. They need lots of walking." No, absolutely not. If he sprinted for 30 seconds, he's like, "Yeah, see me in 20 hours, Dad. Off you fuck. Go away." Super lazy animal.
Amazing. Hilarious. Cool, cool. Okay, so the big part of this for you was about, yeah, getting in the good shape, but actually doing this properly this time, keeping the results that you get, keeping the lifestyle. And what you've already sort of alluded to is, a big part of this is because it ties in with the vision and the values that you actually have for your life, where it is, you live a good quality of life, where you live a long, healthy life, but also you're able to enjoy with the grandkids and everything because you have that, family being a high value to yourself. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not obsessed with family life. I mean, I think both my daughters would love you to have their kids every weekend. Absolutely not. But I've got my own life. But also, when I am with them, I do want to have
Fuck off.
fun. Well, yeah. I mean, it's sort of like they're always calling up. Oh, do you think you can have the kids for a few hours? No. But when I do, I don't want to be that granddad that's oh, leave granddad in peace. He's having a snooze in the chair, and all that sort of stuff. I want to be the one out running around with them. And if we go to a play zone, I want to be running. If as an adult, you're allowed in a lot of these now. So I want to be the one running around with them and having a laugh, and not to be turning around and saying, "Oh, I need to sit down. I'm too tired." I want to have fun with them. Um, and it's better for me. I don't want to, I'm too young to be that lazy. you know. Um, I see it. I see people who like it, and I don't want to be that person. I want to be active. It's better for me. It's better for everybody. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Be that person.
Love it, man. And the thing is, like, when you are that person, the quality of your life is just so much better. Your energy is better. Your mood is better. Your headspace is better. Like, it's no wonder when you look at people that are in great shape, they're generally feeling very, very good because they're sleeping well, they're exercising, they're eating good quality food. It's like there's definitely some sort of correlation as to why they generally feel quite good. I don't know what
Yeah,
it
it's
is, but
probably
it's there.
Just the 8 week shred, and losing that little bit of weight, and being much better with my food, and eating higher quality foods, a lot more fruit and veg. Um, the sleep has come with it naturally. That has got a lot better
Mhm.
just in a short time. It's sort of the alarm's starting to wake me up again. I was always awake long before my alarm and just laying there and thinking, oh well, I get up. So, and now the alarm's been waking me up a lot more. It's like, what the fuck is that? Because I've slept, you know,
Good. And
and that
with
is good times.
100%, man. 100%. Now, with having lost near a stone, even with the illness kicking your ass, sleeping better, how are you feeling now?
um, Obviously, physically, I feel much better. I still struggle with fatigue and tiredness, but I'm 55 now, and a very physical job. I've got to be realistic. I'm gonna get tired. Don't kid myself. um, I would say the biggest thing is the mental state. That's what's changed for me. Um, I feel finally that life's coming back again. I really did drop down into that depression for a few years when I sort of stopped the fitness. It wasn't an instant thing; it was a gradual thing. And before I knew it, it had been a year, and I hadn't been to the gym. I hadn't done any exercise, and like, what? Where did that go? Where did it happen? And then it's like another year or more later, and it's still the same. And my mental state was just shocking because of it all, and that is definitely lifted. The positivity I've regained and got back is just amazing. It's not great every day, but then that's life. Anyone that says they're positive every day, get fucked. You're not. It's not, that's unrealistic. I don't believe you. We all have bad days, but even on a bad day, I can deal with it better. Yeah, it's come. Life's come back. The brain is switched on. I've lost that doom and gloom and the I can't be arsed attitude. You know, and I say it's still there some days. Of course it is, but I'm now looking at the next thing. What can I do about it? What can I do? What can I do to snap out of this? And it may be something very simple. It's just, right, dog, you're getting an extra walk. Come on, let's do something just to snap out of that doom and gloom. So yeah, mental state. Physical's great. The improvements are great, but it's the mental state. That's the biggest win for me of all of it. 100%.
Dude, I'm so glad to hear that, to hear just how much of an impact getting into that routine, looking after yourself has had on you. And I 100% agree. Nobody is feeling 100% every single day. We all get pissed off at things. Like if someone's rude to me, like bad manners fuck me off big time. And that's why inside the community I have the strict no dickhead policy because I ain't dealing with dickheads because dickheads put me in a bad mood, right? And it is a case like you said here of and you said earlier in the podcast having those positive coping mechanisms that go, okay, well, I'm feeling like X and I want to feel like Y. I'm feeling a little bit low, pissed off, whatever it may be, and I want to feel like this. What can I do about this? Like for me, I'm a simple guy. I like the ocean and I like going for a walk. So for me, I'm like, I mean, here I live like 5 minutes from the beach. So I'm like, if something's put me in a bit of a shit mood, it's like, okay, I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm just going to go for a quick walk, chill for a little bit. And yeah, it might not fix whatever it is. It might not make me a 10 out of 10, but it might take me from a 3 to a 5. Do you know what I mean? And it improves my mood. And then, like
Yeah.
you say, you go, tomorrow's another day, and we've already made a positive step, and now we just continue going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's funny you say about seeing the sea because there it is.
Oh, dude, I just love it. There's no, like, bar dogs, there's not anything better than, like, the ocean. I just, oh, it's like crack to me.
The thing is, I get it. I every weekend now, without fail, either Saturday or Sunday, I'll grab the dog and I'll walk from my house in Plymouth to Plymouth Hoe. It's exactly 3 miles, I walk there, and most of the time now we're starting to walk back as well because my wife joins me. She's got herself a bit fitter, so she joins me. But it's
Very
like
nice.
I reach the hoe, and it's just like I can feel the weight just all drop away. You know, there's the
Mhm.
sea. It's just, the money can't buy that. It's wonderful. So I do totally get it, and the dog as well at the same time. So
Top
it's
man.
like a
Top
double
man.
double win.
100%. If the doggo is there, it's already great, and then you add the ocean, 10 out of 10 experience.
Yeah. I'll be honest, he's only there for a sausage from the cafe. He just gives no shits about the sea because it's. I do have the
Dad,
the
fuck
type of
off! I ain't
dog.
getting in there.
He won't go in the water. If I open the door, he's like whining at the door to go out, and it's raining. He's like, "You know what? I'm good for another 14 hours, Dad. It's fine."
So funny, so funny. But dude, this has been absolutely awesome. Is there any particular message that you would like to pass on to anyone who may be in a similar situation to you were before, or anybody listening to this?
I think the biggest thing is no matter who you speak to, and you got someone like yourself who can give so much. Ultimately, you got to get off your ass and do it, and don't expect to do it overnight. Just chip away at it. But you've got to get up and do it. That's it. It ain't going to come to you. No one's going to do it for you. Take the advice, but just do it.
Couldn't have put it better myself, man. Like, this is the thing. So many people, they get a coach because they think that's going to solve all of their problems. And it's like, yeah, it'll give you a solution, it'll give you strategy. But like you said earlier, I'm going to fucking challenge you. I'm not going to let you get away with shit. It's a case of, yeah, we're in this together. We're on the same team. But I'm going to make sure you get this result that you came here for because otherwise, why the fuck would you be paying me? And I will challenge you. I will call you out on your shit because it then has to be you to go and do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, use someone like yourself, or especially you, because it is that whole package, and it's so difficult to find. But at the end of the day, if you don't listen to any of that, you ain't going to get anywhere. It ain't going to happen. So get off your ass and do it. Except not every day is going to be good. Deal with the down days and pick yourself up. And like I've been off for a couple of weeks with illness. I was actually able this time finally just to say, shit's happening, doesn't matter. I'm not going to the gym for a couple of weeks. I will go back when I feel better, and I have, and I feel great. That's it. None of it mentally was a problem to me. It was just physical issues which I dealt with, and it's all good.
Love it, man. I love it. This is the thing. When you're ill, right? Yes, you sometimes you might be able to go to the gym, but it can just knock you back. It's better to just go. I'm gonna just let myself actually recover so that when I do get back in, I can actually get back in properly. But dude, this has been absolutely awesome. There's going to be so much value in here for people to take. So thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you don't have to thank me. It's me that should be thanking you for everything you've done for me. You've pulled me back from, well, you have. You've helped pull me back from a really dark place, and yeah, it's onwards and upwards. We'll deal with the down days and enjoy the good days. Brilliant.
Let's fucking get it, man. Awesome. Just gonna flick the recording off.